Connor Ronan. We'll start off with his general thoughts and open up to questions. Con?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited going into the game for sure. I think there's been plenty of points this season where we've not put on a good performance, and we've gone away from home and had a disappointing loss like the one we've just had. And I think we can look back at various times where we've bounced back from that, and it'll be the plan to do the same again this weekend. It's an all or nothing game. We're going to go into the game giving it everything, trying to win the game, and yeah, we're excited to try and right our wrongs from the first game. We've had a lot of time to look back at clips and look where we went wrong, and yeah, we're going to try and put that right this weekend in front of our fans.
Connor, recently you talked about how this team is good in the film room in terms of being able to assess problems and correct mistakes and stuff. Was it a more intense session this week, or was it pretty much business as usual when it comes to analyzing the game?
Yeah, I think there's an element of not overdoing it, because especially in the second half, there's a lot of negatives and there's a lot of stuff we can learn from, but you don't want to look at too much and dwell on it. When you're on the pitch where things are going wrong, and sometimes it just feels like you can't quite do anything about it at that time. So I think us as a team recognise that. There's definitely clips and film we can look at to help address that, but not overdoing it and not doing too much, and just putting all our focus onto Friday.
Was there anything specific to maybe your game when you got to look at that you would want to do differently than Saturday?
Yeah, I think up until their first goal, and even the period up until half time, I think we're comfortable in a certain shape, and then with it being a playoff game, I feel like we get lured into chasing it a little bit, and against teams of this quality you can't really do that. You've got to stick to the game plan, and I can definitely be guilty of that, and I think there's an element of just wanting to win the game and trying too hard maybe sometimes. So I think it's just sticking to the game plan, trusting the shape, trusting the structure that we're in, and not chasing the game if we go behind. And yeah, that's personal for me as well, not trying to do too much just because we're losing.
First playoff game for you, first home playoff game.
Yeah.
With the team. 2021 was sellout, huge crowd.
Yeah.
You looking forward to seeing the home fans? And
yeah.
So what's your mindset going into that game?
Yeah, we can't wait, especially after the game we just had. It's like we have such a big point to prove, and to be able to do that in front of our fans is special. They've been behind us all year, and our home record speaks for itself. We've dropped off a little bit recently, but we trust ourselves, and we trust the team when we're at home, and we're always confident going into them games. So yeah, a sellout crowd, our own fans, it's exciting.
Looks like you had Georgie back up there practicing the last couple of days. What's it mean to have him back going into a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big confidence booster for all the team. Just seeing him out there, we know how much he helps us, and whether he's at 100% or 80%, he helps our team. And even in training today, he's getting on the ball and he makes things happen for us, and he's a big part of how we play. So yeah, it's definitely a confidence boost, hopefully having him back.
Having to win 2 in a row, do you like that pressure to have the chance to close this out, or is it one game at a time? And kind of what's your mindset going in?
I think it's got to be one game at a time. We're going into the game just trying to win, and like I just said, at home we always have that confidence to try and win the games, and yeah, just one at a time. We can't think about the next one yet. We have to win this one in front of us first.
What were kind of the biggest takeaways from the performance in the midfield in terms of possession, turnovers that you think can be corrected here on your home turf? Yeah,
I think the rest defence, I think when we're going forwards, not to overcommit, which again happens because we're a goal behind and all of us are trying to get forward. I think it's important to keep that structure behind the ball as a midfield, and not get too excited about getting forward and trying to get that goal as soon as possible. So again, just going back to the structure and the game plan more than anything.
And have there been any words from Keegan, being a veteran of this team, understanding the playoff culture here and just the drive that this community has for this team to go far in playoffs? Had there been words of wisdom from him, or just motivation maybe?
Yeah, this morning we got together as a group of players and just just put a few things on the table about what this game means, and we've worked all season for this playoff game, and to have the chance to have a playoff game at home is special. So I won't go into detail about what was said in the meeting, but it was nice to just get everyone's thoughts on the table, get everyone's heads clear, and yeah, we're going to be ready for the game.